Good morning and welcome to A1 Vacuum and Sewing's live stream for Tuesday, June 27th. I had a bit of a moment yesterday where I was like, holy cow, like we're open through Friday. Then we close. I think we reopen on the 11th. I'm like, we're going to blink and the summer's more than half over. And our kids are leaving on August 15th, which we need to kind of figure out that and Parents Weekend and stuff like that. We'll have more stuff to talk about. Good morning, everybody. We'll have more stuff to talk about as it pertains to the fall, because we're gonna plan for some time off in the fall to see the kids, given that they're going to college. And what a crazy June it's been. Like, we were so relieved to not be doing the quilt show, that like I was like, oh, things are going to be more relaxed. But with college orientation and graduation and everything that's gone on the last couple of weeks, like I got up yesterday with plans to ride with a buddy in Truckee at 5, and instead, like, I did some work for several hours, ran some errands, did some house stuff, and then I took an hour nap, which I think we can ask Jeannie when she's here, but I think in the 22, almost 23 years that Jeannie and I have been together, I probably napped less than 5 times. But the last several weeks have had caught up to me yesterday. I was exhausted. Yeah, so they're both going to Utah. So there's kind of a long story as to how that happened, because I never would have told you that both kids would be going to the same university. I was sure my daughter would end up in either the Northeast or Southern California, and I knew my son would end up at either Utah or Montana State in Bozeman, because quite simply, he made the decision before even applying to schools that he was going to go to school where he could ski, rock climb, and mountain bike. And the reality is, there aren't that many schools that are that good for that. A lot of people go, why not Colorado? And it's because the schools that we would have considered in Colorado are like 2+ hours from any good skiing. So it was a very pleasant surprise that they both landed at the same school. And not only did they land at the same school, and this was not planned, they are 2 doors down from each other in their dorm. And it's funny, they're in blocks. So basically the rooms are set up in a square, and they share like a common area with a kitchen and a lounge. And we think if they're in a new tower that they're literally finishing construction on the tower right now. So they haven't produced maps of that tower, but there are a handful of towers in the building complex in which they live. And every other tower is set up with the rooms like this. I think the rooms are literally going to be like one room here and one room here, meaning if their doors are open, they'll be looking into each other's rooms. So it's kind of crazy. So yeah, it's really cool. Although I haven't talked about it at all. Like I was telling Jeannie this, so at Utah, they do a parents orientation for first year parents when the kids are in orientation. And so the funniest thing is how it's set up, because literally you park in this main garage, and then parents orientation day one is right next door. Like, you walk across the street, and the building that the parents sign in and log in and get set up in is right there. Well, the building that the kids orientation is in is at the other end of campus. Like, they have to walk 500 yards, half a mile, to get to this other building. And it is so funny, because as soon as I saw it, like, you walk out and there's an orientation leader standing there that's like, parents are signing into this building and kids are signing into the building. And, you know, we had kind of looked at the campus map and we'd done a campus tour. So we had a little bit of an idea of what was up with the kids and where they were. And immediately my thought was, oh my God, so it begins. Like, they've separated the kids from the parents. And so I watched as my two kids walked off into the distance and like had this moment of like, wow, like, I'm not signing them in. They're adults now. I mean, the kids turned 18 on Saturday and we were at orientation on Tuesday. And I'm like, wow, like, the kids are signing, like, they said that if your kids are over the age of 18, they'll be signing themselves in. So you're like, wow, I'm like watching this is the first time that I haven't had to sign my kids in and take responsibility for my kids. Like, my kids are on their own. And the funny thing was, after that, and not to say that it was only moms, but like, I kind of sat and watched them walk off together. And then I was watching these moms. It just happened to be moms. I'm not saying it was because they were moms, not dads or anything like that. But as I was watching these moms literally like struggle to like let their kids walk off, it was kind of funny. And so yeah, what a summer. And then I dropped Kai off. Kai is one of his senior trips. He's in Canada right now. He's in Vancouver. And so yesterday morning at 4:30 in the morning, I dropped him off at the airport. Like, see ya, buddy. Like, the kid has never traveled by himself. He's with friends. But, it was his first unchaperoned trip. And of course, we're sending him to the only province in Canada where he's not an adult, where the drinking age is 19. So I just think it's so funny. It's funny. People that aren't from the West Coast struggle with West Coast maps. So it is the state next to us, but we're 16 miles. Like, my house is 16 miles from the California border, probably 10 miles as the crow flies. But Salt Lake is literally 500 miles from Reno. That's like Las Vegas, which is at the very southern end of the state. Everybody goes, oh, it's Las Vegas, you must be an hour away. It's 540 miles to Las Vegas. So yeah, it's the next state over. It's 500 miles, almost to the T, almost on the dot, but it's about a 6.5 hour drive because it's like 80 to 85 miles an hour on Route 80 the whole way. So yeah, not super far enough to, for the kids to be getting a new experience. Salt Lake's a much bigger city. They're going from a 500,000 people in the larger metro area to 2 million people in the city. So we're excited for them. Let me look really quickly at the calendar here. Couple things as far as today. Jeannie will be joining us here shortly. But couple things regarding the calendar over the next week. We are open this week through Friday. Oh, that's so funny. It didn't make it onto this calendar. So how's your pine needles? Did you figure out a remedy? I have not. We had guests in town that left yesterday morning, and kind of a fully booked calendar through me taking a nap yesterday. So I have not done that quite yet. I've barely started talking. Oh, good. You're wearing white. Quick, spill some coffee. Let's get it out of the way.
Patrick brought me the cutest. So, I know there's people that love red and it's your favorite color, but I'm not a red person. But
and red is Utah's color.
Red is Utah's colors.
Although I love your Utah Mom sweatshirt. Is awesome.
It's black and then the lettering is in red. So I really like that. And but so there was a sweatshirt and it was like
Pride
cream.
Week.
Cream with a rainbow.
Yeah. Utah
but I love
Pride.
it. And I love the
Well, I was looking at it like, this is the cutest thing they have in here. Literally, it was the cutest thing in the whole thing. I'm like, Violet, can you see Mom wearing this? Because everything else was kind of like, well, I could guess Mom would wear this. But I'm like, Mom's going to love that.
And I love it.
How long did it last?
It's got a big orange. We couldn't figure out what it was. And I'm like, is it Cheesy Puffs? Is it Cheesy Poofs? Did I drop it? Because I was eating Cheesy Poofs. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Is it Cheesy Poofs?
I think every fleck and flake of cheese makes it in my mouth. Because I lick my fingers after.
So, April, the funny thing is, I did a mulch project in my backyard last year. I can't remember. It was it was like 60 yard feet or 160 yard feet. It was a massive amount of mulch. We're on an acre and much of that has mulch on it. And so we did this huge organic mulch project with, like, I put fungus in it too, because the idea was I could take things like those pine needles and throw them into the mulch and they would actually break down.
I don't know if that's like real.
It is. It's totally real. I just have to go like stir the mulch. So anyways, yes, her favorite designer is Johnny Was.
No, but you know what? My tastes are changing.
Now she's Free People's.
It's Free People. And they're not my favorite, but my tastes are changing. I didn't think they'd change at this age. I thought they would just stay the same.
So I have an appointment Friday morning to see if I can shore up our venue for the OESD event. So let's talk about this week just very briefly. So I have a doctor's appointment today at 3. Just a checkup. I haven't had a checkup since before the pandemic. So I'm in the store until about 2:40, and then I'll be out for probably an hour, and then I am back this evening. We are open this week through Friday at 4, at which time she can argue with me about this, but I am out. We are exhausted. It's been several busy months. I'm leaving the store at 4, and we won't be back until the following Tuesday. So I have had people calling and asking us about like service, schedule for service, etc. We are roughly a week out. There is a loose plan to have some of the guys working, so there may be some opportunities to pick machines up next week.
I'm coming in next week.
But the reality is, we're closed. And so the guys, if they call you or if you want to make such arrangements, you can try calling the store over the course of the week. But that's what's happening next week. Anything dropped off this week is likely to come back to you the week after, which would be the week of the 10th. As far as this week is concerned, we have a Surger 1 class. Can we talk about this in person on Thursday?
Ooh. That's in person?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
So we have a Surger 1 class on Thursday afternoon at 2 o'clock in the store. We can add 1, maybe 2 people to that. Is that all Surgers?
No, well, all baby lock surgery.
Yes.
Yep.
So if anybody has a baby lock Surger and wants to do that, what about the Celebrate? It's all Celebrates too. Okay. So we do have an opening there if somebody wants to do that. We've also got our Luminaire and Solaris mug rug fill and motifs and IQ designer class on Thursday at 10:30 to 1. So if any of you have made that investment in the IQ designer motifs, there is a class for that, and that will be, oh, they're both full right now. Okay. So that class is full, but if folks are still interested, we will be doing more of those classes in the future. And then next week, even though we've got our week off, there will be the Kimberbell Digital Dealer Beach Tote class on Friday the 7th between 10:30 and 1.
And if you haven't gotten your kit for that, don't worry. That's going out today. We sold out of the kit, so I had to get some more of the the bags, because that's included in the kit. So that's going to go out today, and it's perfect because a lot of you ordered the event kits, the Halloween one, which the name I can't remember, and then you ordered the Winter Wonderland one. We are sold out of the Halloween one, and I went to order more, and they're sold out. So if you didn't get it from us and you want it, find it online, and I would find it sooner than later because
they're selling out.
Because they're limited. They don't have any more. They're not making any more. And I just saw somebody did an order for the Winter Wonderland. I was able to order 10.
We need acai
I'm
today.
Hungry, Patrick. I'm so hungry.
Jeannie's stomach is growling. I don't know if you ladies can hear that.
Remember?
But that was her stomach.
Do you remember, I remember in school when I'd shuffle my feet because I was so embarrassed that my stomach was making noise. So
Really?
I try to ruffle my papers or do something.
Why were you so hungry at school?
I'm just hungry all the time. I'm just a hungry person.
You know, I got new glasses yesterday, and I woke up this morning and how's this for a random thought? So when the dogs are ready to go outside, the way they wake us up is by standing on our heads.
They just jump on you, and sometimes it's to the throat or to the gut.
Poppy literally was standing on my head. I was sleeping on my stomach, and all of a sudden there were 2 legs standing on my head, and I'm I was like this. I looked at my watch and I was like, okay, it's 6:30, which is late for the dogs. The dogs have been sleeping a little bit more, which is nice.
Yes.
But that's also a sign that we've been staying up a little later, which is bad. At least you have. Last couple of nights I went to bed early, and Judy wanted to party all the time. So there was a question about, did you do the most recent spreadsheet too, which I think we've lost. But
Of course not.
So
I'm just kidding. Are we talking about falling into autumn?
Yes.
Because I will. I mean, we're gonna. I'll probably do it the week that we're off, where I'm still gonna
which
come
doesn't
into
sound
the
like
store.
a vacation to me.
I'm still coming in because I'm trying to get out like product.
So but the first thought in my head after I looked at my watch and was like, okay, I need to get up, was the glasses I bought yesterday are this, like, remember my original blue pair of Oakley wireframe glasses?
Yes.
I think
love
they're
them.
exactly the same.
So Patrick tried on all these glasses and we were FaceTiming.
I was trying to find something new and different.
I liked you had some other ones that I liked too.
And then as soon as I put those on, you were like,
As
oh my
soon-
God, that's them. They're so you.
As soon
Of
as
course
he
they
put
are.
the
They're the same
Oakleys
glasses
on.
that I wore 20 years ago for like 10 years.
Well,
So
because Patrick's so sporty. So you look good in like sporty. But remember you had those other ones that I was like, oh, you look intellectual.
you look smart, was what you said.
Because when you look sporty, you don't look smart. No, I'm just kidding. Patrick always looks smart to me.
So,
Lori, I'm checking on your order right now.
all right. So, April, you are actually on my list of folks to call today, because at the end of last week, I called Pat because we had talked about the fact that last week or this week he was going to be delivering some furniture to me. After calling him, he basically said I had a snafu with some of our wood shipments, and he's like, I'm running a week late, so I'm going to deliver your furniture the week of July 4th. We're not here. And so that was part of the reason I called him
I
too,
could
was
be
if
here
there
for
was
him.
something that was going on. So Pat is delivering our furniture on the 11th. Literally the day we get back, he's going to be here to deliver that furniture. The furniture that was ordered to be shipped, there is a delay because he was expecting to start shipping stuff last week till next week. So the way that will work is so we're going to be a couple weeks later than originally planned. And I can't remember if your stuff was white, April. And if it wasn't, I'm just misremembering. I didn't misorder it. But the white stuff was always planned to be a couple weeks later anyways, just because it does take some time to dry and to get that stuff done. But the way that works is the day it ships, I get notification with tracking information. I'll forward that to you. There will be a couple of days because I'm camping from the 3rd until the night of the 6th. So there will be a couple of days where I might not have complete reception, but like I will let you know well in time to have tracking so that drop off and delivery can be arranged, etc.
Did we answer all these? Did you answer
Yeah,
Stephanie?
I did.
Stephanie, I'm going to work on at least getting it up so you can sign up. And then let's answer some of these questions. Yes, April, I love cheese puffs. And you know who else does? Poppy and Momo.
I'm ordering our bowls right
My
now.
stomach's growling. So, and I know I shouldn't give them junky stuff, but
But if you yell cheesy poofs, they run for you. If they aren't coming in when you ask them to come in, cheesy poofs are the answer.
Yeah, they'll just pretend like they don't even hear you outside. They're like, did I hear something? No. And then you say, cheesy poof! And then they come running. So I'm sure the neighbors just think we're like the worst dog owners ever. But the link, Wanda, Michelle's working on that link. She's going to reload it. For some reason, it didn't load. Lori, I just sent you your tracking. And oh, what did I bring over? That's a great question.
There were some heavily delayed.
Can somebody grab that?
There were some heavily delayed.
Asuli, I did see your bag, and I thought in my mind, I replied. But maybe it didn't happen through my fingers, and I did it telepathically. And it was amazing. I said to myself, darn, Asuli is a bag woman. Yeah, it was fantastic.
So, what was I gonna say? I had something to say and I totally forgot what it was.
Actually able and watch the live today. Oh,
I am,
welcome, Gwen.
So I always joke that by the end of, like, at the start of the quilt show, and obviously we didn't do the quilt show, but at the start of the quilt show, for the first day of the quilt show, I remember everybody's names. And then the second day of the quilt show, that becomes more difficult. By the time we roll into Saturday, I'm fried. I'm done. I'm that way right now. I've been really bad about names. I've been forgetting stuff recently.
Maybe you should play more Sudoku. I'm just kidding. You know how they say Sudoku's good for your...
I'm just tired.
Yeah.
It's just the brain.
Sometimes you should, because he'll get up, he'll work, and then he'll get up super early. They left and they went, what you guys were up at 6 o'clock to go. I would never do that. There is no exercise I am going to wake up early for.
We spent
ever.
6 hours in the woods. It was the best day.
That sounds horrible. Like lots of bugs, possibly mosquitoes.
There were
dirt,
no mosquitoes. There was lots of dirt.
Yeah. Yeah, the woods, that doesn't sound good to me. Sounds like maybe snakes too. Even hiking, I'm so scared I'm going to see a snake with the dogs. I'm listening for the rattle.
They don't sound like that. They sound like bzzz.
Yeah.
So, anyways.
I'm not a woods kind of girl.
Let's do the,
Oh, did you come up with a giveaway?
We're doing the, you need to go get a go light. Hurry up.
Okay, yeah, we're going to
So we're going to do the giveaway right now so I can get to work.
You go get it. I'm going to talk about the fabric behind me. We just got in a whole bunch of fabric. And I'm looking at it going, shoot, I didn't really order too much Halloween. But what I did order is so super duper cute. So I got Clothworks. And Graydon cut me a panel. Where did I put it? Oh, she put it up here. She put it up here so that I would have it for the live feed. But it has disappeared from here, hasn't it? There's your song for the day. Me. Okay. Would you mind cutting me another one? Here's the fabric. Graydon's gonna cut me another one because I cannot find it. And but this is Clothworks. It's called All Hallows Eve. And I'm scared of like overbuying, especially since, you know, I got in trouble again because I Graydon, found it. But you can cut another one if you want. So this is the what I love about it is well, I love so many things about it. And I think it's even better in person than I thought it was going to be, than like just the pictures that you see in the guide.
Just let
it's
Dax
vintagey
know
looking,
in
and I
at the
love
front
that.
desk.
So,
Hey, would you mind checking in?
Wait, am I upside down?
Bye.
Obviously.
I actually got him on the phone.
Channel it. Carolyn, I want you to channel your inner winner. Say, I am a winner. We need another prize. We're just doing.
Don't. We're just doing this.
No, I'll give somebody can win this too. You're gonna win a panel. And it says Happy Halloween. And I love it's kind of like mixed media for those of you who ever have scrapbooked. And then, ooh, look at that. Spooky. Spiders. Pumpkins. Kitty cats. Black cats. And all the way to here. So you could cut it apart or you could just use it as a panel, border it, slap it together, quilt it, and you are done with your Halloween sewing. So this is one of the fabrics. There's also, and this fabric, okay, I know some of you are never going to watch this live feed again. I do not love cats.
You gotta not
I shouldn't
say
have
stuff
said that.
like that. Why would you say that?
Well, the reason why, I know, Graydon and Ryan both have cats. It's not that I don't love cats. I'm really allergic to cats. So every time I see a cat, I want to pet it up.
And then her eyes are all red and
yes,
watery.
and
nose
they make me
runs.
super wheezy. So I just can't be around cats. But I love this fabric, and I think you can't really appreciate it until you see it in person and you see those little faces on those cats. I'm like, oh my God, I love this fabric. I love it.
Can we do the giveaway so
No.
I can go
so
do
we
my
have
thing?
this. It's all on the site. We put it up there at a sale price. I can't remember what the sale price is.
But it's amazing.
But it's amazing.
It'll change your life.
And then the spider webs, which are so spooky. Ooh. So scared. Are you scared?
All right, I'm doing the giveaway.
No, I have 2 more fabrics to show. The pumpkins. Patrick, please.
They can see. I'm getting this set up.
Okay, here's the pumpkins. I can't see. But here are the pumpkins again. Look at, and this is really nice in the hand too. It feels really, really good. You know how sometimes you get fabric and you're like, oh, that didn't feel so great. This is the best. And I ordered 2 bolts of this because this is the one everyone gotta have it. Who doesn't love with script, like this kind of fabric? And it would make the perfect background, whatever you want to do with it. I just absolutely love it.
Yeah, Gwen, when she does that, I literally have to be like, go wash your hands.
I have to wash my hands immediately. I don't dislike cats. I'm just
She loves cats. She just couldn't have any.
I'd probably have a cat if I wasn't allergic because I love petting them. And then that's Halloween. I did get in some Christmas fabric. We'll show that to you tomorrow.
So, and it's all on the site.
And then I'm going to be shipping out event kits. Event kits are going to be arriving. I think most of them will arrive today. I have 200 event kits, 220 event kits coming, and we're going to get those shipped out, and we're going to combine orders. So if you have another order, and it was at the end of last week, and I saw your name up for the other one, I kind of held off on sending it because I was like, I'll combine it all together, and then we can save you a little bit on shipping.
Giveaway. So every Friday we do a giveaway. Sometimes we ask a question. Sometimes we play Let's Make a Deal. My question last week was that.
And did you figure it out?
Was what do you use as gutter guards? Do they work? And should I get them? We need gutter guards. We're making a major investment in our house into drainage. I can't afford to have the drains clog every year with pine needles and pine debris and all that stuff. So that's actually my agreement with the contractor. I'm like, before you connect everything to the drains, I have to clean my gutters and I need gutter guards. So I need to see that too. So grand prize, first person that answers that question will win the Smart Go. Should we have a runner up in case somebody's like, hi?
Let's give away one of these because I love these. I love these.
You just told them you were giving away a panel.
Okay, then we'll give away. I love giving stuff away. I love it.
We have a credit card bill to pay, Jeannie.
I love it because isn't it fun?
If I told you how much she spent in 3 weeks.
You better buy some stuff on the website. Ladies, get out your credit card.
She told my daughter yesterday, she's like, I maxed out the card again. And my daughter's like, Mom, how did you do that?
It is so easy. It's so easy. I just go, I love it. Click, I want it. Click, purchase. Click, I'll sell it. Click, they need it. Click, can't sell it if you don't have it. Click.
And then at some point she goes, click, and it goes, declined.
And then I'm like,
and my phone goes, bloop.
My stomach goes,
your person should stop buying stuff right
and
now.
I get so like sick in my stomach.
Anyhow, so we use a random comment picker.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's
Window
so
capture.
cute.
Oh, look at that. It was already there.
It's so cute. There's your panel.
Rebecca A. Do we know who Rebecca A is?
Rebecca A, you just won yourself. Oh wait, you
I
gotta
don't
answer the
have
question.
gutters on my house, but I hope you're able to find something that works for you. So I did say that if
Oh
you
my
don't have
God.
gutters, you can refer to the gutters. So Rebecca A,
That makes you
win.
a winner.
You won the Smart Go. Congratulations. Yes, I have 2 or 3 more Smart Goes in the store at the sale price. But Rebecca A, if you're local, you can pick it up. If not, I'll comment on your comment. Hopefully you'll see that. You can let us know. Do you know who Rebecca A is?
No.
Okay, so we need to figure out who you are and how we get it to you. If you're out of town, you have to pay for the actual
Oh, Rebecca, I spelled your name wrong. Oh my goodness. All right. Okay, wait, hang on. Ebekah. Okay, winner.
All right. So, and then
wants
for
the
the
panel?
runner up for the panel,
Who wants it? You want it?
Deborah Harlow. Patrick got scammed.
And then, yeah, Deborah. I was actually thinking about that in the car ride today.
Oh my God.
I was like, I worked really hard to make my money, and then Patrick gave it away. Okay, I hope that I'm just gonna tell myself they were for real, and that they were.
It doesn't even have to do with whether or not they were real. There's some
It
potential.
It does have to do with whether they were real. You want to know that they were that we were just grifted? We were just grifted. Do you want to know
Yeah, I
that?
never do stuff like that. Although I gave food to a homeless person and Kai thought that was so bad.
Why?
He like didn't eat half of one of his things, and then I was like, "Are you gonna eat it before tomorrow, before we leave?"
Because you
And he
gave
goes-
his food away.
And he goes, "No, I'm not gonna eat it," because he didn't like it because it had sweet pickles in
Yeah.
it. And then this dude asked for something, and I was like, "I have untouched food. Do you want food?" And he's like, "I'd love that." So I gave it to him. And
Yeah, and Kai didn't like
Kai
it.
was like, Kai thought that was like very patronizing and not kind.
What?
And I was like, Kai just has the way that he thinks.
Anyhow, if you're hungry, I will feed you. Come to the store.
We have
Like
pretzels.
Deborah has fed me.
So
I wanted to go get a Big Mac this weekend, Brenda. Did I say Deborah? Brenda. Brenda has fed me.
So, all right, I got to get to work. Bye.
Okay,
I'm here until 3. If you need me, call me today before 3. And we can get it arranged. All right, bye.
Yeah, if you want lights too, we'll still honor the super duper secret sale prices, because I have people have reached out that has said, you know what, I've been thinking about it. I really want that Slimline, or I really want that Loomis or Lumi, or I really want that Luminous. So just do the order online and say super duper secret sale price. And if you're not sure what that price is, then just email me and I will let you know, or email the store. And we are going to get started for the day. Have a great day. Be creative, make something awesome. I was somewhat creative this weekend, and I was I was continuing to stitch out Everett's, as well as finishing up my July cuties. And if you've been online on our Sew Along page, some people have, Marlene, I gotta tell you, I love those black and red ants. And I keep looking at it going, I should have done black. I should have lived large instead of playing it safe, which